So we've had this thawing in the refrigerator for 3 or 4 days. It's perfectly ready now. We're going to do the prep. Now, because you've watched our other video, you know that this would ordinarily be about 20 bucks at the market, but we paid less than $5 for it. You also know that because this was a frozen bird, it's been injected or brined already. So we're not going to brine it, we're just going to season it. We're going to let it dry in the fridge for a couple of days so it will sort of permeate the meat with all the nice herbs and spices and flavorings. You're probably going to want to do this in your kitchen sink, because when you're going to make an awful mess, especially when you unwrap the bird, there's juices already in it and they're going to get all over your counter. Get some of those packaged juices off this, and you can see it splashing all over the place. Normally I don't like to rinse poultry because you do get germs all over your kitchen, but in this case I think it's probably not a bad idea. Give it a good rinse on the inside too. What is the best use for this little pop-up kitchen timer? The best use is to pull it right out and throw it away. Inside here is a little piece of wax that will melt at 185 degrees, supposedly telling you when your turkey is ready. It is an unfailing indicator of when your turkey is hopelessly overcooked. Throw it away. One thing that trips a lot of people up is that you have little bonus gift packages in both ends of the turkey. In one end you have the neck, and in the other end you have a little bonus pack of the giblets. Save all of this stuff. You're going to use it to make the stock a day or two before to make your gravy. In this package you have, this is the heart, this is the liver, and this is more liver, and this is more liver. Sometimes you have a gizzard as well. This one does not have one. Now the liver, I wouldn't put in the stock because it could make it taste a little bitter and funky. If you have a gizzard, which is sort of that double gray thing, that makes good stock and can be diced up and put into your stuffing and soak in the heart. The liver I would save in a separate little baggie and freeze it, and you can make chopped liver with it, or a pate, or you can chop it up and make dirty rice with it, or any number of other dishes. One of the things I like to do is rinse the turkey inside and out with a little bit of red wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar. Today I've done a mix of both in a little squeeze bottle. I find that gets the sort of funkiness off it that it had from when it was in the package. Now it's time to season it up. You can season it with any herbs and spices you like. I've got a mix here of basically salt, pepper, a little poultry seasoning, a little Italian seasoning. Really up to you. I could tell you to put any herbs and spices on it that I like, but if you don't like them, what's the point? I've got my own special blend. I have recipes on the website. Be pretty liberal with this. Inside and out, top and bottom. Don't forget the neck cavity. Okay, just pull it up by the neck skin. Get plenty in there. And again, use a separate container so you don't get all these poultry juices on your original stuff that you're going to put back in the cabinet. Be very, very liberal with it, because a lot of it's going to fall off while the turkey cooks. Now you notice this little metal clip here? They put it so that the legs stay together and it looks nice for presentation. I like to get rid of it because it just clips right out. When the legs spread out, it doesn't look gorgeous, but it cooks more evenly. So spread those babies out. Plenty inside the cavity, plenty on the legs. You can fold the wings back so it looks nice. Really a liberal coating. This will give it a nice color. And now that it's pretty heavily seasoned, we're just going to pop it in the fridge, let it sit for a day or two or more. If it's a nice cold fridge, you're perfectly fine letting it sit. The skin's going to dry out. The skin's actually going to look a little leathery by the time you put it in the oven. That's fine. It's going to be very crisp, and it's going to make the turkey stay very juicy inside. Trust me on this. We'll be back in a couple of days to toss this into the oven. Trust me, you're going to love it.